Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking out the Pwnage Ultra Custom Ambi. Let's get into it. So guys, this is Pwnage's new mouse. I just got it in the mail yesterday. It's an ambidextrous mouse. As you can see, it's got buttons on both sides. Another interesting thing about this mouse is you can unscrew these right here and then adjust the sensor forward or back, and it does make a little bit of a difference on how it feels, so you can adjust it according to your preference. So far I've left it at the default, and I kind of like it right there, but I may play around with it later. There's just an on off button right here, and there's some nice large size virgin PTFE feet on the bottom here, and I would think there's a good chance that you might be able to find some aftermarket feet that would fit these. Of course, like most modern mice now, has USB-C. It's got a lit scroll wheel, and then on the back here, it's got some RGB with the word Pwnage on there, just like their other mice. Another cool feature of this mouse, besides, like all Pwnage mice, you can change out the shells, and you do in the box get some hard shells for this, both for the front and back. I ordered the solid shell version, so right here on the sides you can see it's all solid. So if you got the honeycomb version, it would be honeycomb on the side. It does add just a little bit of weight to it. This mouse weighs in at 77 grams. If you put the hard shells on there, I think it adds another gram or two. I did order some color shells for this, some gold metallic shells, which I thought looked really nice in the mock-up, but they won't be here for another couple weeks. I'll probably do a little short video showing how to change that out, because basically this just opens up, so that just pops off, and then just pops off like that. Very simple. Some other mice that you can adjust the shells on, you have to take off some screws, but Pwnage does a really good job about pulling these things on and off. It's very simple. That's it. As for the build quality of this mouse, this thing is just sturdy as all get out. There's no flex on the sides. On the top, there's pretty much none. On the bottom, very minimal. As for the switches on this thing, they're very nice. Here's all the stuff that comes in the box. You get a little screwdriver for adjusting that bottom screw I told you about. There's the hard shells. You get an extra set of PTFE feet. There's these little spacers for adjusting the switches, and then you get a manual. That's about it. As for the specs on this thing, it comes with KL 8.0 switches, and the sensor is a PixArt 3370 sensor. Comes with a 300 mAh battery. Charging time takes about an hour and a half. Max DPI is 19,000. Dimensions are 118 by 60 by 39 millimeters. And like I said, the weight was 77 grams. And if you strip it completely down, it can be as low as 71 grams. And then with the hard shells, it ends up at 78 grams. Alright, here's how the buttons and switches sound. The switches are really nice sounding, as you heard, and they feel pretty nice. Not the best mouse as far as that goes, but it's it's up there. Very minimal post-travel. There's a little bit of pre-travel. The wheel is pretty silent when it's going backwards, but when it's going forward, it's a little bit louder, kind of a grinding sound. It's got rubber on the end. It's pretty tactile feeling. I don't mind it really. The side buttons, they're nice and snappy, not mushy at all. They're some of the nicer side buttons on a mouse. And because this is an ambidextrous mouse, it has buttons on both sides. So lefties will probably enjoy this mouse a lot because there's not a lot of Ambi mice with buttons on both sides. So especially wireless. So you don't have a whole lot to choose from. But this is definitely a good option for someone who's left-handed. And as you can hear, no sounds when you shake it. It's extremely solid. This is a really well-built mouse. I don't know if this is raw plastic. It doesn't feel like it. Feels like it has some sort of coating on it. It just feels real premium. I just really like the way it feels. I don't mind the fact that it's a little bit heavier than some of the other mice I've reviewed recently. As long as the mouse is under 80 grams, I'm pretty happy with it typically. On some of the faster pads, having a little bit extra weight can add a little bit of stability when you're moving it around. Pads like this, for example, are really fast, and having a little bit of extra weight kind of helps. I don't mind it at all. This is only my second Pwnage mouse. I have an ultra custom Argo wired mouse, and it's nice, you know, but I haven't used it too much, just for the sheer fact I've just been really into using wireless mice lately. When I saw this mouse, I was very excited to check it out. The price is the only thing that I'm not too crazy about. This thing's going to set you back around 120, and if you add shells to it, when you get tax and shipping, you're looking around in the 150 range. Like I said, I ordered some gold metallic shells. They won't be here for a couple weeks. So using this mouse in games, I found that it was an excellent mouse. My shots are nice and controlled. It fits in my hand really nice. Like the Pwnage bolt that I just reviewed just a little bit ago, the sides are kind of flat, which I really like that. You can see right there how they're both flat. They're similar in size. They're definitely a different feeling in your hands. This feels a little shorter, but it feels more substantial in your palm. And as much as I like this mouse, the clicks on this mouse are much better. I do like the scroll wheel better on the Bolt though. The side buttons, like I said, are awesome on this mouse. But you know, this mouse is almost twice as much as the Bolt, so you have to keep that in mind. Pwnage does have sales quite often, so I mean, I don't expect it to be on sale anytime soon, but you know, if you hold out, you might be able to get this thing on sale in a few months. Alright, here's the software for the Pwnage Ambi. So right here you can change all the different key bindings for all 8 buttons. And you can have 4 different profiles saved. The debounce time is right here. I got it set to 1 millisecond. Battery indicator right there. There's 6 different presets for DPI. And these are the defaults. And the liftoff distance is set to 1 millimeter. And the pulling rate was set to 1000 hertz by default, which is again nice. Macros right here. And then right here, there's a few different settings for the RGB that you can change. Nice, clean, basic. That's about it. So I found this to be comfortable just using it for office work, video editing, and in games, it's an excellent mouse. I performed really well with it. I was extremely happy. You know, I'm never gonna main a mouse, but this mouse is definitely gonna be one that I use quite a bit. Would I recommend this mouse over some of the other mice that I reviewed? If there's, you know, money's no object, then yeah, I definitely would recommend this mouse. But there's some other mice that are, you know, for the money are a better deal than this For example, the wireless Haste is half the price and has better clicks. It's lighter. Doesn't have as nice feet. Doesn't feel as nice in your hand. The scroll wheel is better. For the money, this is definitely a better deal. Like I said, if you got the budget, I would go with this mouse. If money wasn't an object and I had to choose between the two, I would choose the Pwnage mouse. Even though it's really close, honestly. I think the feet is what holds me back on this. As for grip styles, I can palm this mouse. In case you never watched any of my reviews, I have 19 by 10 centimeter hands. You can aggressive claw this mouse, relax claw. It's not the best fingertip mouse because of the weight, but clawing and palming, it's a good mouse. So anyways, if you're looking for a really solid mouse that feels great in your hands, that performs extremely well in games and for office work, and you don't care about spending $120+ for a mouse, then this is definitely a really awesome option, and I highly recommend it. It's definitely a recommended mouse for me. I don't have any build quality issues with this mouse. It's just a completely solid mouse. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, and there's lots more reviews coming up. I'm going to be starting to do a lot of mouse pad reviews. I've got 25 or so mouse pads and about 5 desk mats. So I'll be doing those real soon here after I get a few more of these mice reviews finished up. So yeah, please like and subscribe. I don't want you missing out any upcoming content, and I definitely appreciate the support. Also, a heads up, I'll probably be giving away a couple mice here real soon, so keep your eye out for that. I'll do a little video and we'll give away 2, maybe 3 mice, and I'll probably do more of that in the future. So yeah, keep another reason to subscribe so you don't miss out on possibly winning a mouse. I'm not a large channel, so your chances of winning are pretty good on my channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, everyone.